Hello everyone! I tried on 10 Sezane shirts and I'm going to be comparing them for you and showing you all the details to help you figure out which one is the best for you. Sezane is a very popular brand when it comes to shirts. They have so many options to choose from. They're very stylish, very versatile, but it can be really challenging to figure out which one is the best since there are so many options, structured fabrics or flowy ones. You can find more oversized and fitted ones. So with this video, I'm going to help you figure out which one is the best. The first shirt that I'm going to share today is the Tomboy Shirt, and one of the oldest that Sezane has. This is a very classic piece. It's one of those pieces that will never go out of style, and they have this in so many prints and so many fabrics. The one that I have, it's in cotton and it's from a few years ago. I went with this print because I thought it was so feminine and very unique. I actually wore this shirt a lot. You can see that it has cuffs, it has the collar all the way up and the buttons in the front, and it also has a chest pocket. When you put the shirt in your cart, you can actually choose for an embroidery. You can write a name or a date, whatever you like. It's a shirt that I really like. It's more fitted. And if you compare, for example, with the Max shirt, you can see the difference. The Max is definitely more oversized. But since we're talking about Tomboy right now, I just wanted to show you a few things. This one that I'm wearing is size 36 or US 4. This is my usual size, and as you can see, it fits well, but it's almost too snug. I would say that depending on the fabric and the print, you have to pay attention to what they mention because you might need to go up a size or down depending on the print. To me, this is one of those shirts that are so versatile. You can absolutely wear this as is with jeans, with something more formal. And I feel when you add a blazer or a cardigan, it also looks so nice. I love wearing this shirt with my Betty cardigan. I think they complement each other so much. In fact, the Betty cardigan to me, if you have to describe, it would be exactly a shirt in a form of a knit, just because of its structure. So if you look at the Tomboy, for example, it does have certain boxy fit, but because it's a small shirt, it's malleable, it's very easy to tuck it in without feeling too bulky. To me, Tomboy is one of the best shirts that Sezane has. I would just be careful with the way that you want to style, as it can be a little bit off depending on how you style. You can see on me, without tucking it in, it's really not a style that suits me. It's not a very long shirt, as you can see, but it does hit the largest part of my hips, and that is not very flattering for me because it doesn't cinch my waist. So I think it would be great in my case to either tie in the front or just tuck it in. It is a great quality shirt, so if you are considering to get one of these, I would definitely recommend because I think it's fantastic. The fit is great. You just have to find the right print for you and the right size. Now moving on to the Pierro shirt, I think this is so similar to Tomboy actually. As you can see, it's the same structure, the same fit, quite boxy. However, the Pierro shirt is usually silk and cotton. So you would notice that they're usually sheer, they have a very flowy fabric, they don't really feel structured at all, at least all of the ones that I tried. And I did notice on the website that right now they have so many prints, especially the loud prints like florals and lots of colors, but they are all in 30% silk and 70% cotton. So it does feel very flowy, and as I mentioned, it's quite sheer. If you compare both of them, the Pierro and the Tomboy, you can see that the Tomboy is a more classic style. It's perfect for work. It's something that goes so well with a blazer, for example. Not that the Pierro doesn't, but I do feel that the Pierro is more of a spring and summer type of shirt just because of how sheer and just how lightweight it is. Now the next one is the Max shirt, and that's one shirt that I love so much. At the end of the video, I'll tell you which ones are my favorites and which ones I would recommend. But the Max is one of those that, to me at least, just serves so many purposes. You can wear this shirt in so many ways. It is a very oversized fit, so I have to confess it's not the best type for my body type. I do have a small waist compared to my hips, and usually very oversized pieces, they don't really flatter my body. But that one, because it's malleable and it's a nice fabric, I feel that it's very easy to style. Whether I'm wearing on the top of something as a third piece, like a little layer, especially now for spring, I think it's just so good. Or if I'm wearing underpants, it is a little bit tricky. As you can see, it's really long, so it has to be the right pair of pants, otherwise it feels really, really bulky. but it is a piece that it's just so easy to wear, especially if you tie on the front. There's just so many ways. As you can see, I'm wearing the denim, which is a very light denim, and that's how they describe on the website, very light blue denim. And this is one of my favorites. I did keep this one, and I'm so excited to wear during the spring and summer. I think it's one of those easy pieces when you don't have anything to wear, just put on. And in fact, in my capsule wardrobe video, I styled this specific shirt in so many ways. So if you're looking for inspiration, I think that would be a great video to watch. I did try this striped one. As you can see, the fabric did not flatter me. This is a very boxy fit, and because of the stripes, plus the type of fabric that's more structured than the denim one, and being oversized, it really felt so unflattering. So I wanted to show you all the details. Of course, when you style the shirt, as you can see, I pulled up the sleeves. I opened a little bit more of the collar just to show my skin a little more. It does feel slightly more flattering, but it's still not the best shirt for my body type. Now, when you compare to the denim one, because it's more malleable, it is a fit that just works so much better. And if I had to choose one of them, at least for myself, I would definitely go with the blue, the denim one, as I think it just feels so much better than the structured fabric. But I still wanted to show you guys because I think this looks stunning on so many people. In fact, there is this account that I follow on Instagram. She's also a Sezane lover. And when she styled the shirt, I thought it was so beautiful on her. Not just the style, but also the color. It looked really, really beautiful. It is a muted kind of coral red, very pretty, with a crew in the background. So I'm gonna leave here her reel just so you guys can see and maybe give her a follow. She has a really good content on Instagram. Just like the other shirts, the one that I just mentioned, the Tomboy Shirt, the Max one is available in so many prints, colors, and also fabrics. So you have to pay attention to what Sezane recommends. Sometimes they say that you should size down, and that's exactly what I did. Both these shirts are actually size 2 US, and that's not my usual size. I went to size down and I really liked it. I have one in size 4 US or 36, which is from the Farm Rio Sezane collection last year. And I actually love that size on me. I would not have sized down for this one just because I love how this style of linen and cotton feels. I believe it's linen and cotton, or maybe linen and viscose. But it's interesting how the fit changes so much depending on the fabric, even if it's the same exact cut. Now going ahead, one shirt that has stolen my heart is the Maxence, which is basically a sister of Max's. I feel they're so similar. As you can see, it's a huge shirt, also really, really oversized. But that one is available in viscose and it's very flowy. So you can see the difference. Again, even though they are the same cut, the same style, the fabric makes such a huge difference on the fit, and I'm truly in love with the Maxence. It's not a shirt that would be great for petites. I feel that it will just swallow you, even if you size down, unless you're willing to wear this as a third piece, just to show a little bit of your proportions underneath, so it doesn't feel like it's a dress, unless you want to wear as a dress. I do have a couple of shirts that I own from H&M. They're so old and they were really, really long, so I actually wore them as dresses and I actually really loved. So it is a possibility. It's not that long for me to be worn as a dress. For that one, I have to wear as a shirt, and I have the matching pants, which I really love. Now this one is in viscose and I'm wearing my usual size, which is 4 or 36. I'm leaving all the links below. You guys can see all my measurements and everything you need to know. But the Maxence also has the pockets, which I really love. It has cuffs, it has the collar all the way up, and it is in viscose. Now, just keep in mind that this fabric is very flowy, and I really love the quality. It feels nice, feels firm. It doesn't feel like flimsy like polyester, not at all. I actually love how it feels. It's really cool to the touch, but it does squeeze a lot. So something that I wanted to mention. I had to iron all of these to make this video, but at least for that one, for the Maxence, I feel it was very easy to iron and just steam. So, but I still wanted to tell you in case that's a problem for you. The next shirt I wanted to mention is actually not that popular, but it's a beautiful shirt. It is huge, very long, super oversized. It's the Marzia, and I reviewed that a few months ago, I believe, with the matching pants as well. So this one is all in lace. It's a very sturdy kind of cotton. Felt really structured, not those flowy fabrics at all. So something that is not the best for my body type. Usually when you're curvy, it's best to go with flowy fabrics like this one that I'm wearing. And I'm actually going to be showing you guys the details on this one too. This is the Chlo Shirt, and I'm going to show you the ones that I own. But back to the Marzia, I did try my usual size. I believe this is only available in 2 colors, but I wanted to add this shirt here because I think it's a piece of art. I think this shirt is so unique and definitely a very elevated piece. Even if you're wearing just both of them as a set in a simple bag and a simple pair of shoes, I feel like it's so put together and just so feminine. Definitely something that I wanted to share. Now going ahead with a brand new shirt that I never heard of until maybe 2 or 3 months ago. It's the Bilma Shirt. They had that in a printed fabric and I didn't try because of that. But as soon as they released the white one, I said, you know what? I think it's time for me to do a try on, and I was so happy with the shirt. The first one that I tried was size 4. It was huge, and 4 is my usual size. So I didn't like that one, and I decided to size down just to check. I actually had given up on it because it felt so unflattering. It felt so bad, looked terrible. Then I went with a size 2 and it felt so much better. So I'm very sorry if you are a size 2 or a 0. I don't think this shirt is for you unless you prefer a very oversized fit. But I was really in love with it. It's one of those classic pieces that looks so timeless and just goes with pretty much everything. As you can see, it has the pocket on the side. It has the collar all the way up. But the difference between this and the Max and the Tomboy and all these shirts that I just mentioned here is mainly the cuffs. It has a really thick cuff, just so pretty. You can definitely fold them if you prefer, but I really love how it looks, and it also doesn't feel too long. So for me at least, it's just so easy to put underneath, like tuck in my pants. It just makes it much more flattering for me. But if you don't need that, it's one of those shirts that it's not going to swallow you, it's not going to feel too overwhelming. Just really pretty. I would just say definitely size down if you are considering getting one of these. Now I cannot finish this video without talking about this one. It's not the end of the video, but I had to mention that because to me it's one of the most beautiful shirts Sezane has ever made. It's the Chlo Shirt. This used to be called Chloe or Chloe, and they changed. Nobody knows why. But now it's called the Chlo Shirt, and I own this one in 3 different shades. 2 greens and 1 rosewood. I think this blouse is just stunning. So this one, as you can see, it's just a button-down shirt, but it has so many beautiful details. Some of them would be the shoulder area, which has a little bit of puffy sleeves. It has also balloon sleeves for the cuffs here, as you can see. All the buttons are covered in the same fabric, and this is in 100% silk. So obviously I have to mention the color because it's absolutely gorgeous. It's one of the best parts of Chlo Shirt. It is very drapey. I love how flowy and how it drapes on you. It's just so flattering, especially for our body type. If you have an hourglass or if you are more curvy, if you have bust, I think this is one of those shirts that are just so easy, so effortless, and you can style in so many ways. So I love this and I cannot recommend enough. This shirt is available in 100% silk, but they also have other fabrics. They have lacy fabric, they have cotton, and just so many different ones. And once in a while, they release a new print or a new color. So there's definitely one for everybody. I feel like they really got it right with this shirt because it's just perfect. As you can see, super easy to tuck it in and to just leave as is because it's not too long, at least not for me. But I do feel like it looks the best when it's tucked in. I have it in 2 sizes. The one that I'm wearing is size 4, my usual size. Same for the rosewood. The only one that I had to size down, just because they didn't have my regular size, is the sage green, which is not sage, it's more like a mint green. But they didn't have the 36, so I ended up sizing down. And as you can see, it does work for me. But it feels a little bit tight when I try to open my arms like this. Not that I'm gonna do that a lot, but I like having a little extra fabric just for comfort. If you're considering to get Chloe, at least for the silk version, I would say just get your usual size. And if you have narrow shoulders or if you just don't have a lot of chest, then you can size down. Other than that, I would just get your usual size. Another shirt that's very similar to Chloe, super feminine, is the Rosine shirt, which I reviewed a few months ago. That one I tried in 2 sizes, and although I love that shirt, the low neck just threw me off, and I ended up returning both of them. It is a super, super low V-neck. So unless you don't mind that or you have a lot of breast and you're fine just showing, then I would say yes, go for it. But otherwise, I would say you have to wear something underneath. And honestly, because this shirt is so pretty, I feel it looks the best as is instead of having another shirt underneath, if that makes sense. I tried with a cami top, but I still didn't like the look. I just prefer the shirt as is. It's very unique, such a beautiful cut, such a beautiful style, super feminine, gorgeous. But unfortunately, the low cut was just too much for me. I also feel it does run a little bit large, so for that one I would recommend actually sizing down unless you're willing to try with the cami top underneath. Other than that, I think just size down and that would be the best. They do have one in cotton as well, which I haven't tried, so if you guys have tried that, let me know below, because I know that so many of you would love to know that. So just let us know if you have tried any of these pieces and you can share any information on them. I think would be really, really helpful. The next one is the Claudio shirt, and I have tried that in many, many sizes. I would say that for Claudio, you can actually try your usual size and it's going to be fine. The Claudio has a slightly puffy sleeve, not very much, not as much as Chloe, but it definitely has a little bit of a puffy sleeve, and it doesn't have any pockets. The collar is all the way up, just like this one, but it doesn't have many details. The only thing that the Claudio has in special is that it usually comes in many different prints, just like the Pierro Shirt, but it's mostly in cotton. At least the ones that I've seen, it was a very lightweight cotton or just something like patchwork. So these I've tried in a few different colors and prints, and I wanted to share those videos with you just in case you're wondering. I am not an expert when it comes to the Claudio because I don't think I own any of them. Maybe I own, I'm trying to remember which one I have. It's this very old shirt that I got from the archives. It might be a Claudio, but it's in a completely different fabric, so I can only speak for that one. And I absolutely love these shirts. Again, especially the ones that are flowy, to me at least, are the most flattering ones. And the last shirt that I wanted to mention before I show you the dress is the Rym Shirt. Now this one, hear me out. This is gorgeous. I love this shirt so much. I didn't keep them and I wish I did. I tried the burgundy one a while ago in my usual size and it was actually perfect. And I just love everything about this shirt. The only thing that I didn't love, and that's probably what made me return, was the high collar. So I am not a huge fan of high collar pieces. At least for me, it's not very flattering, and I usually prefer something that opens up like that. Even if it has a collar, as long as it can open up the buttons and show a little bit more skin, I'm happy with that. But the Rym shirt was more structured and I was not able to do this. It just felt like too stiff here on the front, so it was not for me. But it's a beautiful shirt. As you can see, it's all lacy and it has those details, like it has the cotton and then like eyelet and then lace. Just so pretty. It is slightly ballooned as you can see, and the ones that I tried were all in cotton. So a very feminine shirt. This one doesn't feel like tomboy or like the Max that's super oversized. This is a more girly type of shirt, but still very woman-like if you want to, for example, wear a blazer on the top or just wear it as is. I feel it's just a beautiful top to go with jeans or a skirt. I think it's going to look just beautiful. And just before I go, I was so curious to try this dress. It's a shirt dress, and this is a limited edition. It's something that Sezane just released a couple of months ago. When I saw the style and the embroidery, I thought it was so beautiful. It has those Greek details, Greek style details that really caught my attention, and I almost got a couple to try, but I didn't when they released. I just held up a little bit because I was purchasing other pieces to review for you. So this week when I decided to do the shirt review, I said, you know what, maybe I should add this because I'm sure a lot of them will be very curious, just how I was. So as you can see, it is giant. It's huge on me and not flattering at all. I did try with a belt. I'm sure you guys will tell me to try with a belt. I did, and it was even worse. So I would say if you are my height, I'm 5'5" or 166 centimeters. I would say the height is a little bit too short. I would say if you're a little shorter than me, but your other measurements are bigger, like your chest, waist, and hips, then this could definitely work. This fits to me at least like a US 6 or like a 38, even a 40, I would say. But you could not be much taller because this is already so short. Unless you want to wear as an overshirt, like something for the beach. I think the fabric is just so good. So I really love it. I wish it had fit me, but everything just looked so off. The size is huge and at the same time it's just so short. So it's a bummer because it's really a beautiful piece. But again, if you have the measurements that I mentioned, I think these would be so good for you. Now, after all these options, which one do you think is the best for you? I would say the most versatile piece of all of these that I mentioned, to me at least, is the Max shirt, just because of how many ways you can style this. To me, because it has so many different fabrics and prints and sizes, you can absolutely wear that as a third piece. You can just tuck it in depending on the pants or depending on your body type. You can 100% tie on the front and it looks so beautiful. So the Max shirt to me is the most versatile and one of my favorites from here. And the second one would be the Chlo because of all its details. I think it's a very unique piece that you don't see everywhere, even though a lot of brands are trying to make a similar, like a dupe of this shirt. I do think it's Sezane's signature and it's just so unique and so feminine. So those are my two recommendations if you are interested in their shirts. But of course, it has to be something that will suit you, will suit your body type, and it will be perfect for your lifestyle. So I hope this video was helpful. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. And if you enjoyed this video, leave a comment below letting me know which video you would like to see next. I would love to make a new one for you. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you very soon in my next video. Bye bye.